Okay, ဓမ္မမိတ်ဆွေများအားလုံးမင်္ဂလာပါခင်ဗျာကျွန်တော်တို့အစီအစဉ်လေးစတင်တော့မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်ကနေပြီးတော့ခန္ဓာမှုဖြစ်ဆောင်ရွက်ပြီးတော့ဒီနေ့ခန္ဓာအစဉ်များကိုဖတ်ကြားပေးပါမယ်ဒီနေ့ကကျွန်တော်တို့ကလေးတွေအတွက်လည်းဖြစ်တော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အင်္ဂလိပ်လိုရောမြန်မာလိုရောနှစ်ခုလုံးကျွန်တော်တို့ကြီးညာပြီးတော့ discuss လုပ်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် So welcome everybody we're going to start so this is the agenda for today. We're going to open the discussion with Warren Dharma discussion mindset. Then I'll talk about the goal of this discussion. Then for agenda number 3, Ted will share his experience at Ugoingar 10-day retreat for the first time. And after that, that's mainly for the youth. For you to ask questions to Ted. And the last one is mainly for adults, so that will be in Burmese. So after the fourth one, youth, you may stay if you want, or you can sign off after the fourth one. The speaker will stay, the adult will stay. Okay. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to open the discussion with the We're into my discussion mindset, both in English and Burmese. Let's do that together. I like to discuss Dhamma. I discuss Dhamma well. I enjoy discussing Dhamma. I am happy discussing Dhamma. Discussing Dhamma is the only thing I am focused on at this moment. Phiat Berorodi. ဓမ္မကိုလိုလိုချင်ချင်ဆွေးနွေးကြပါကုန်၏လေးနက်ကောင်းမွန်စွာဆွေးနွေးကြပါကုန်၏ဆွေးနွေးခြင်း၌မွေ့လျော်နှစ်ချိုက်ကြပါကုန်၏ဆွေးနွေးခြင်း၌ပျော်ရွှင်ကြပါကုန်၏ဆွေးနွေးခြင်းတစ်ခုတည်း၌သာမိမိတို့၏စိတ်ကိုတည်ထားစူးစိုက်ကြပါကုန်၏ All right, so the agenda number 2 is the goal of this discussion. So for the younger generation, we as parents would like you to understand the Buddhism and the culture and take the real value, take the way that you will like. We do not want to force you. We do not want you to do that just because you're born to a Buddhist family, just because you're born to a Burmese family. We really want you to do that because you really understand Buddhism, because you really value the essence of Buddhism. So that's the whole reason why we are doing this discussion, so that you will get some idea why this 10-day retreat through Ugoingar can guide you, give you more idea. I do not plan to force you, or I do not plan to make you do this, all right? I want you to understand our parents' perspective, and I want you to hear from one of you, which is Ted, because this 10-day retreat, some of you might have done this as a youth. Raise your hand if you have been to Ugoingar like youth retreat or youth course for like 1 day or 2-day courses. How many of you have done Ugoingar youth retreat? I know Yeti has done it, Wei has done it, Kind has done it. So the rest of you haven't done it? Okay. So, but this 10-day retreat actually is for adults. So you're going to be 18 and above. So those of you who are young, you're not ready yet, but we want you to be ready when you get to that age. Okay. So mainly this goal of discussion is so that you hear from a youth rather than from me or from your parents. or any other adult, right? We want you to hear from a youth and his perspective, what he thought. Okay, so that's the goal of discussion for you. A parent, let me speak in Burmese. ကျွန်တော်မိဘတွေအတွက်ကကျွန်တော်တို့ဥက္ကဋ္ဌကထိုင်မှုတဲ့သူရှိသည်ဖြစ်စေမရှိသည်ဖြစ်စေကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီဥက္ကဋ္ဌကတရားစခန်းဒီကလေးတွေ16နှစ်ပြည့်တာနဲ့ဘာကြောင့်ဝင်တဲ့တယ်လဲမဝင်တဲ့ဘူးလဲဆိုတဲ့ဟာကိုเนาะကျွန်တော်က moderator လုပ်ပြီးတော့ဒေါက်တာဆူဆူမော်နဲ့ဒေါက်တာမျိုးတက်လွင်တို့ကဝင်ကျွန်တော်တို့အဓိကထားဆွေးနွေးပေးမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျန်တဲ့မိဘတွေကိုလည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ panelist discussion ကြရင်ဝင်ရောက်ဆွေးနွေးဖို့အားလုံးကိုကျွန်တော်အနေနဲ့ဖိတ်ခေါ်ပါတယ်okay so now we're going to go to the agenda number 3 we're going to experience by Ted so I'd like to invite Ted to start discussing his experience all right Ted mic is yours
okay Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. So this is my presentation. This is my experience of going for 10 days. So meditation is surprisingly not bad by me. So these are the table of contents. What did I do? My first mindset when I first went to go meditate there, the struggles there, accepting reality, conclusion/ending, like what I learned, and then my end message. All right, so again, warning, this was X to be made. I was not forced to write everything here. This is just from my experience and what I think I learned from this meditation and why I think it will be useful for you guys also, not only because I'm Buddhist, but also because I believe it would be helpful for everyone. All right, so what did I do? So when I turned 18, my dad told me I should go do this course for 10 days called Vipassana meditation. And I don't think I really ever heard of this because I've done only like Anapana. So this was, I guess, new for me, but yeah. So this is what I had to endure during the 10 days. So it was 10 days. It felt long. There was a time schedule. It was really strict. I could not contact the outside world in any way. And I cannot use any device for 10 days. So my first mindset. So since my dad has this tradition where as his son or kid, I have to do this when I turn 18. So this is, well. And then no phone. So that was a bit hard for me since I like using my phone a lot. And going 10 days without it is really bad for me, especially since I have friends and a girlfriend. There's also no socializing there, so I cannot talk to anybody there, not even my own dad. And I also cannot have any dinner or meat. And it was bad because I loved meat. I love meat. So, okay, number 3, the struggles. So besides all of that, this is what it felt like at first. So at first, 10 days felt like forever. Usually during like school or even break, it goes by really quick. But these 10 days for me, I don't know what you guys were doing in those 10 days, but for me, it felt like forever, like it would never end. Second, not socializing was terrible, even though I don't talk too much, but I also like talking to people who are around my age and like who are doing the same things as me, like the meditation, and not talking to people was just not good for me. Number 3, obviously there's pain during my meditation, like you're supposed to have, because I'm pretty sure all you guys have meditated, so that's how it is. Number 4, missing people. So I miss like my family, my girlfriend, some of my friends. So there's that. Number five, rethinking my life choices. So originally, since I am forced to do this, I could have just told my dad I do this later, right? But and because I had this job, like I could be making money instead of meditating. But like, you know what? Why not? I'll just try it, I said. And that's why I did it. Number six, again, I was just a bit mad because of that. So I was just mad at my parents. Oh, this is tradition. Why do I have to do this? Why is this required for me? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So accepting reality. Obviously, when I got there, there's nothing I could really do. So I had just had to change my mindset and endure it. So the change of mindset is like this. I'm here, so I gotta try the meditation course and see if I get benefits. So in this meditation course, I learned a lot. Uh, Besides Anapana, I learned a lot from Vipassana. I'm not going to tell what it is because I want you guys to experience it yourselves. Else it would be really boring if I told you, and it would take a long time, and that would not be fun. So, yeah. Number two, there's a reason this whole place is full. So when I got there, I just thought like maybe there won't be that much people, maybe all Asians or Buddhists or something. But I was surprised when I got there. There are many people from different races, different religions, Muslim, Christian. There are many like whites, like Arabics, like etc. There were so many different people. Um, and then number three is to detox away from my phone. So I have I'm addicted to my phone a lot, and I think it would be helpful if I could practice during meditation to get away from my phone as good as possible because for university, I also get addicted to my phone a lot. So yeah, that meditation will help. And I'm also insecure a lot, so I thought meditation will help also. Number four is I can change my schedule and get my life back on track for university since it's coming up again in 2 weeks and it'll be my hardest semester. So I thought meditation will help. And during this meditation, I reminded myself that I cannot run away because I don't have the car keys because my dad took them away and also the course manager took them away. And then I also reminded myself that this will eventually end no matter how long it feels like. So basically I had to endure it, meaning it's just 10 days, right? And everything is impermanent and it'll eventually end. So life can go back to normal after that. That was my good positive mindset. Another one was if other people can do this, I can do this too. If other people from all different races, different religions can do this and go through all the pain or the 10 days, I can also do this. I'm not alone. And number three is at the end, it felt pretty peaceful despite the mental pain or physical pain because the course was in like a nice secluded place in a forest and there was no like sounds of like cars or like just like the usual things every day like work or like sounds from people and I just had to remind myself which was just have a positive mindset. All right, my conclusion slash ending. So what did I get from this course? I think this is the most important of the slides, so yeah. Peace. So because I had no phone, and there's normal silence, and the environment was really quiet in nature, it felt really peaceful, and I haven't felt that peaceful in a long time. I also because like during university, I was also it was always hectic with all my assignments and like friends and people. Don't get me wrong, friends are good, assignments are good for my brain, but like sometimes it was a bit too much for me, and I thought that 10-day course was actually nice for my brain to just calm down and like just get my life like scheduled because like I take stress. I don't take stress that well, so I thought it was really nice. Uh, Second is that I realized that this Vipassana course is not it's not related to religion. And that is what Goenka in the course strongly like talks about, that anybody can try this technique. You know, they can be from any religion. You can name it, Muslim, Christian, Jew, etc. So yeah, as I said, a lot of people were there from all different races and religions that tried it. Third is that this helped me um, get some discipline, set schedule for my life in general. Like I know what to do now when I get back to university, and like try my best not to slack away on my phone or waste too much time like in the bathroom or like showering, things like that. Number four is Dhamma teachings. So I really liked it because even though he was really old, and like, you know, it looked maybe just some random old guy, not like a monk or anything, but his discourse was actually really funny. And I like the way he explained the teachings of Dhamma and like the law, which is basically the law of the universe. Lastly, practice and determination. So I realized that you cannot attain the amount in this life, and it's really hard. And honestly, during my life, I've never had that much practice and determination unless in that 10 days. So 10 days was actually short in a way because you only had 10 days to practice meditation, that kind of meditation technique really hard and as hard as you can, because that's like the only crucial time you can get. Because me personally, I for some reason cannot find time in my life, even though I should be able to find time in morning or night, even if it's for like 5 minutes. But for some reason, I could not even find time. So that is why I thought that course was really good, because I could be peaceful and just like find time to practice meditation and to be determined not to move, because I move a lot. So my ending message. Okay, so yeah, that was basically it. Uh, so my after you complete the course, you become an old student, and as an old student, you can become a volunteer for like serving food or like managing the course, and you can still meditate there and get good benefits as being a server or a helper, which is a good thing. Because, for example, if I receive benefit from that course, and it would be nice to serve other people who want to receive benefits from that course also. So I also think being a volunteer would be nice once in a while there. And that's all. Any questions?
All right, thank you, Ted. So the youth, you can unmute your microphone if you have any question to Ted from your standpoint on anything. Go ahead, feel free. Ted is ready to answer. Thank you, Ted.
Yes, Yeti.
So like it's like how many times did you fall asleep? And then how did you like kind of not do that if you did? Oh, oh, can you hear me? Oh, he's muted.
King of people. Oh,
Say that all over again, please.
okay. Sorry. For me, I did not sleep too much. For me, it was just more like daydreaming and just like thinking about life and sometimes actually focusing or moving. But I think it's different for everybody because some people are really sleepy, like probably you. I know like yeah, so it just depends on the person, and you just have to like focus hard. Um The course is really good and it will tell you how to deal with it. But obviously I'm not gonna say here because it would destroy all the elements and surprise of the course. But yeah.
Thanks.
Any other questions?
Kai's raising her hand.
Would you do it again?
Okay. I mean, technically, my dad is forcing me to do it again, but if my dad wasn't forcing me, I probably would do it again just for like peace. But it would be in a long time, like so that I don't remember Goenka too much. I mean, like his course again too much.
Mm.
Yeah,
Would you do
so
it like
that I can relive it. Huh?
longer? Would you do it like longer than 10 days?
Depends on my life schedule.
Okay.
Yeah. Zach said, "Did I ever have questions?" Oh, did I have ever any questions or doubts to what Goenka was explaining? If so, did I ask them to the Goenka? So the Goenka is actually already dead. It's just like his voice recordings, but there are two teachers, assistant teachers there. And if I had any questions or doubts, I just asked them basically, and they'll answer truthfully. Yeah. Ricky?
After it, did you talk to people and ask them if they liked it or if they disliked it?
Oh, did they ask people?
Did you ask people?
Oh, yeah, of course. And all of them pretty much liked it. They thought it was pretty nice.
Okay.
But I think that comes with like age and like after the course because I'm pretty sure like people like me were there, like they probably hated it at first or like was like just had a bad mindset, but eventually it would get there and it'll be fine. Yeah, Wayne.
If you were in like a 1v1 competition against yourself from you after the meditation retreat, the 10 days, and with yourself before the meditation retreat, which just say like 2 months before, would you win?
What? Could you repeat that?
I said that if you were in a meditation competition, like let's just say the goal is to achieve the most amount of focus in an amount of time, or how long you can go with focusing on your breath.
Mhm.
Like how long can you go? Would you have more focus after the meditation retreat, yourself after the meditation retreat, or would your younger self beat you in that competition, having more focus than you after the meditation retreat?
I think after because I learned a lot of how to deal with the pain or how I should deal with like trying to focus. Like yes, I learned before about how to focus and stuff, but I wasn't too determined. But during the meditation course, you had nothing else really to do, and all you could really do was either meditate, eat, and sleep. So if you're bored, I suppose you just meditate. And during that course, I just realized like it would be good time for me to meditate a lot and try my best and focus because I will not get this much time or this same amount of time during my real life and only like what 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. So yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Oh, let's see. Monica, you can go first.
Yeah, anti-Monica.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
hi, Ted. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to grill you.
Oh, it's fine.
I
It's for
just
your
like to
passion.
know what were the daily schedule like because young kids like you, they like
Right.
to stay up late.
Um, Right. So I mean, I am a kid, pretty much. I just turned 18 recently, so I also like to stay up a lot at night and not wake up in the morning. But that's the whole point of the schedule because the schedule is meant for you. It trains you to wake up from a certain time to a certain time. So, so from you have to wake up around 4 a.m. and get ready to meditate at 4:30, and you sleep at 9:30 p.m.
So how do you manage to get up at 4 o'clock? And
Uh,
and-
there is an alarm. They have an alarm clock, and a volunteer goes hit the bell. But I guess you could still fall asleep after that. For me, it was hard, but I managed to wake up and because everybody else was waking up, so like you kind of just had you just had to kind of force yourself to wake up, knowing that your time is limited. Yeah.
are you going to keep that schedule?
Um, Probably not. It's hard. I can't even do it myself. But during those 10 days, I did okay.
Maybe not so early, but then keep
Yeah,
range not to go to bed like
yeah.
after midnight.
Like it's hard as a college student also for me to get like 8 hours of sleep. So yeah.
Well, you made it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, NT Nilaso.
Hi, Ted. First of
Hi.
all, congratulations.
Thank
You made
you.
it
Yeah.
in 10 days. Um, Before I ask you, I have only one question. But before I ask you, I would like to share my meditation experience in Ugoingar. That was in Bamar in Yangon, you know.
Mhm.
Ugoingar is the first time for me. It's for my life experience. Ugoingar is meditation is my first time or exposure to meditations.
Yeah.
I went to that retreat when I was age 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after I passed the high school and in Burma we have only 10th grade, right? After I passed the high school and I was in the first year of medical school, but at the time political reason our school all the school all over the country shut down. So I was nothing to do. So at the time I have a chance to went to meditation center. Ugoinga is the nearby. Is a location is close to my house in Yangon. So I went there. I had no experience of meditation. Like you said that I never eat the vegetables alone. I like to eat meat, and
Right.
I never did the ubo. Never did the ubo tila.
Mhm.
So it was struggle, very struggle, and it was a 10-day retreat. And then initial 7 days, I remember 7 day, I was like, oh my God, that God in hell,
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm hungry. I'm missing family and friends, and actually, I want to run away, you know.
Yeah.
So and then, but after the 7 days, I of course I no speaking, right? So we always need to be silenced, right? No makeup, nothing, right? So at the time, I remember 1 hour meditation every 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I think so. I'm not sure in here because I don't have any experience in going on meditation in here in United States. But at the time in Burma, one hour meditation, then 5 to 10 minutes break, right? Sometimes I didn't have the time to drink water because there's a lot of people there, at least 80 to 100 people, you know.
Oh.
So yes. So Dhamma hall is, we are like the very crowded in the Dhamma hall. And then so we need to line up to drink the water because there's only 2 or 3 water fountain there. So and then very hot there. Sometimes electricity is turned off, So these are the situation back in that days in the bomber,
Yeah.
But anyway, after the 7 days, I can focus on that. I can concentrate on that, what I'm doing. And I started to understand what I was doing, and then
Right.
I became peaceful, and then my mind became relaxed and then more concentrated, in Burma, we call that the Mahdi, right? We focus on that one. So, but initial 3 to 4 days, I couldn't even sit down, sit tight for 50 minutes. Every 50 minutes, I want to move, because of the pain. Yeah. But after the 7 day and 8 day, I got to sit tight 1 hour.
Yeah.
Still have a pain, but I can focus on my anapana and breathe in and breathe out, right? So anyway, so I did it. I make it, but I didn't know what are my benefits. After that, what I know is that it's a little bit of peaceful mind, like that, but I didn't want to go back again, you know what I mean? So yeah, but since that time, what I do is that every day I do meditating, I feel like my peace, my peace. Everybody have their own peace, but I find out my peace, so, and then I have a more concentration and I can more focus on that, on my study, so that is my benefit. I realized that, I didn't know that immediately. I didn't immediately know that's the benefit of that one. So my question for you is that, from your experience from the Ugoing Guard, the 10 days retreat, how would you apply your Dhamma and meditation experience to your life?
Probably for me, it would just be more peaceful and not react in life as much. And like I said, the main thing for me was my schedule and my addiction to my phone. That's what I learned, and I think was the good benefit for me of the course.
Okay. Would you be able to join again if you will have a chance?
Maybe, yeah.
Do you
But
find
it had
out
to be a while.
peace? Do you find out any peace in your heart, in your mind?
During the course?
After
Or,
the course or during the course, yes.
yeah, of course.
Okay. Could you be able to keep it that peace, inner peace, throughout your life?
I mean, with enough practice, I would believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Will you keep practicing?
Yeah. I will try my best to practice as much as I can when I
Okay,
have free time. That's my goal.
good. Thank you so much for sharing your Dhamma experience, with our kids. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course. You're welcome. Miranda?
Hi. Okay, so my question isn't really like related to the meditation portion, but
Yeah.
was the food good?
It was good actually, surprisingly, even though there was no meat. But I mean that's because I like veggies, but the food was still good, even though I didn't like some of the veggies. So, but yeah, it's up to you. Do you like veggies?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Who's next? William?
If we were to ever decide to kind of like join a meditation retreat like you did,
Yeah.
some advice you could give us?
Be calm. It's natural to have the negative mindset I had, or like to have the thoughts of like running away or saying this is terrible or this is gonna take forever. But like just know that as you go through the course, you will learn a lot and be beneficial for your life, for like school or just anything in general, work, just anything. And just have a good mindset about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Sarah.
Hi, this is Sarah's mom, Ted. So I just have a question that did they teach you like the technique of the meditation?
Yeah, they did. But I'm
Um,
not gonna say it here because I believe everyone should experience that course for themselves. And that would just kill the, you know, like what you learn if I just said it right now.
okay, so
Yeah.
that was beneficial to you.
Yeah.
And how was the schedule? Like, how many like times you have to meditate for the day, and like, do you think that the kids can tolerate that?
I believe they can. I mean, right now they're young, but when they
Mm,
turn 18, I'm pretty sure they can. If so, yeah.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
NT Sosomo.
Okay,
Hello.
congratulations on a good presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I, 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 when I saw you there, like, I'm so happy, that you are doing really good.
Yeah.
So I understand this is not your first time meditation because I noticed that you did some, like meditation when you were little, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Right. So that I believe the same Anapana, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then and then the contemporaries, that your parents are hosting the kids meditation at 8 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
How do you feel like? Do you see the significant difference in the way of Anapana practice after you finish this Eco Inca course?
Um, the only difference I got really was it like just focus more and just not reacting as much. Like from Goenka's teachings, I understood like how I should not react and why I shouldn't, and try my best not to. That's basically it. Yeah.
So you feel like more tolerance, like sitting longer.
Yeah, I would say a bit more tolerant. Yeah.
Okay, and then your mind like able to focus better
Yeah.
than before.
Yeah.
So okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Ted.
Yeah, of course. Kind.
Okay, so let's say we both go to the meditation place, like like you, me, Yeti, and Wayne's not included. So if who do you think would be meditating better in a 2v1? Me and Yeti or you?
I'd say you guys were both asleep, so I win.
So actually I've never fallen asleep during meditation, so
Sure.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think Yeti would sleep though. So
Okay.
All right. So
Uh,
as a father, I just want to add a few things, just to make sure that the youth understand, the parents understand. I I actually didn't tell Ted what to expect. I told him, hey, it's my tradition. I want you to do 2 Ugonga retreat after you turn 18. And I didn't prep him for anything. So I told him, you're going to go there. You can Google it, you can YouTube it if you want. You don't have to. So a lot of people ask me, oh, did you train him to go there to meditate? I didn't tell him anything. The whole reason is that I want him to experience it and be himself. So what Ted said today is his own experience. I didn't contribute anything to this. Yes, I taught him and our group how to meditate and how to keep their mindset and stuff. But for this retreat itself, I wanted him to experience it. So he wanted there totally, as he mentioned, probably he was kind of like a little upset or a little negative initially. But luckily, on 10th day, we were allowed to speak. So that day, I had a chance to ask him about what he felt and how he was feeling. So whatever he told me that day is pretty much very what he just mentioned during his presentation. So I just want to make sure all the youth and the parents that this is not me prepping him or priming him to go into Goenga. I wanted him to actually experience it. And so basically he just was thrown in that. So thank you. So youth, before we start our adult discussion in Burmese, if you have any question or if parents have any questions to Ted in English, please feel free. If you do not have any question to Ted, then we will continue our discussion in Burmese for the parents. I tell your mommy is going to ask you questions.
Yes, Mom.
I was happy that you learn a lot and you got a lot of benefit, I guess. I didn't
Yeah.
you are not 10, 18 yet. I try to do it, but they don't allow it. This time I was so happy, and I also like a volunteer for your course for 7 days. So
Yeah.
even though you didn't see me, but it was like I saw that you are doing really good. So the course
Thank
manager
you.
even said that you listened that this close for the Goengaji said. So pretty much the story that so which story that you like on the Goenga set? Can you tell me?
I'll tell you in private. I cannot tell other people here.
You can. It's learn a little bit. So what is the what is the thing that like you told me other day, but I didn't really clear.
What is it? I actually don't remember. I don't know.
That's okay, Ted. You wanna answer Upaiso then?
Yeah.
Hey
Yes.
Ted, this is Upan So.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm very proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
And this is not easy. And I
Yeah.
mean, this is not easy. Now, even adults, not many adults have done it. I have never tried this before. So I'm really proud of you. You should be very proud of yourself too.
Thank you.
So my only one question is that you mentioned, in the beginning, right, there are a lot of negative mindsets, right? Like, why do
Right.
I do this? The pain and all that, right? So
Right.
what day that changed to more like a positive mindset?
I think for everyone it's different, but for me personally, it was day 7. I just understood like after all the courses and like meditation, I realized like why I was given this time and like why I should have a better mindset and meditate and and do my best to learn from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted. I like to add, so now that, on 7th day, you have this positive mindset, don't you want to do
Right.
more? Or you just want to, okay, 10 days done, I'm over.
Honestly, I'm the honest. I I thought it was nice to be over,
Okay.
but if I could redo the
That-
whole course, I probably have a good mindset and actually wish to like endure the actual 10 days and not have a bad mindset the first like 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted. I think you did a good job. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing with all of your other friends. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
All
of
right.
course. Mhm.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right. So any other youth or any other parent, any question to Ted?
Hey, Ted. Sorry, this is Auntie Nila. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
How would you overcome your pain? You said that you can tolerate your pain. So how would you do that? How did you do?
I try my best not to react during the pain. Obviously, if I couldn't handle it, I would move, but not as like try my best not to move too much. But I I tried my best not to move a lot, and at the end, most of them went away. So yeah, there was actually this one time, after one of them, one of my legs was really numb, and I tried standing up, and I was walking, but then I fell right down, and all the people were trying to help me get up, but yeah.
Okay, I see.
So I just think it's a lot of practice you have to take to not react and endure the pain as much as you can. But if you cannot, don't hurt yourself. Just move if you have to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do they allow you move?
Of course. I moved a lot the first like 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said that started from 7 days, so you you tolerated more and more to pain, and that you don't move.
As it went on, yeah, I started moving a lot less and less.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is that is your body physically pain, right? But how about the
Yeah.
mentally, pain?
Mentally wise, it was just daydreaming and maybe missing people. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. You did it. Yay.
Yay, thank you.
Miranda has a question.
Oh, yes, Miranda.
Did you miss us when you were there?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, but I miss my family more.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
All right. So I just want to make sure some of the youth to understand. So even though it's a vegetarian food, I'm not saying this because I'm a vegetarian, but their food actually is very tasty. This is my 4th time doing it. My very first time, I was kind of like, well, that vegetarian food, will that be as good as what my wife or my mother-in-law cooked? But actually, they cook very good, actually. The taste is really good. That was Ted's concern also. I didn't tell him what to expect. So I just said, I'll try it. But actually, a lot of people liked that vegetarian food. And plus, they use all the organic. So they actually, even though it is a free meditation, they use very high quality food and all are organic. And then to answer Auntie Nila, so the center here are a little different than Burma. Burma has issue because of the weather and the electricity not available. Over here it's air conditioned, and you have enough time, you have enough water outside, and enough bathroom outside for the break. So, and those of you, the youth, I actually asked, promised Ted that if he can convince, that's his performance. If he can convince, I didn't tell him what to put in the presentation. If he can convince any one of you to write a promissory note to me through your parent, meaning that if your parent co-sign that promissory note that you will go to Ugoinga meditation after you turn 18, I will actually give him $50. For every one of you who give the promissory note to your parents, and your parents sign it and then send it to me, Ted will get $50. So if you feel like this is something that you will look into doing it, then let Ted make some reward by writing a promissory note to me and ask one of your parents to sign it and email it to me. So now that's all I want to say to youth. And if you want to sign off, because we're going to continue for the parents in Burmese, you are welcome to continue listening, but discussion will be in Burmese. Oh, Auntie Susumo, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, this is not for Ted. That's for Ted's father.
Oh, Ted's mother.
You said you will give Ted $50 if one of the kids are like promised to go. How about parents that who never went there? Like if they promise, yeah, because of Ted's experience, we are going. Can you give Ted $50 too?